Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, the tight end, Shaheen with it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. John Simon in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the... The 21. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now out come the Bills. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Barney. Here we go now.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hurry up, here we go.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Escapes the sack. Fighting him off. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Good footwork at the 30. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. But able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Here's Hines on a toss play. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set! 319! 319!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go. 319.
Ingram again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point.
Detroit!
Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Hines. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Back onto the field now comes the Bills' offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw. From left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run with Hines. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! 53, check 53. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They go play action here on first down. Out left to Shaheen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complimentary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This is Ingram. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now let's go! 3:19! 3:19!
Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney!
Ingram. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about